Hello once again, nerds and nerdettes of the Nintendo universe. Nerdieo here back, and today there was some interesting news from some, I guess, data miners who actually got into the data of Pokken Tournament's newest update and apparently found files related to Scizor, Darkrai, and Empoleon, and it's possible that these three Pokemon could be DLC. Now, it's very hard to tell with the very little that was found in this update, but I still feel it's interesting to talk about the topic of Pokemon getting into, or Pokemon being added, I should say, to Pokken Tournament. This would really be cool, and it would spark my interest in the game again, especially since I feel like I didn't give the game enough time to play, or I wasn't too into the game as I felt like I should have been. Especially since Lucario, who is currently my favorite Pokemon, is in there as a playable fighter, and I actually am really decent with him. So I definitely feel like Pokken Tournament should have gotten a lot more love than it did from me and from the whole fighting game community as a whole. But who knows, maybe this DLC is actually able to spark some attention. Now, what the data miner did find was a file called EVT_SPHIT_Scizor. Now, the fact that Scizor is mentioned and added into this game and wasn't found anywhere else in the game makes people believe that Scizor is a possible potential upcoming fighter. Now, I'm not sure exactly what the rest of the coding is, or at least I'm not sure what it stands for, because I am a bit familiar when it comes to coding and file placement, and that doesn't sound too familiar, especially since I'm not super into it. I'll admit I'm not exactly going to be #1 data miner, but it seems a bit weird. Definitely seems a bit weird. And some more files that were referenced were, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this short. It says EVT_395_Iwakudaki_hit. So I'm guessing this is an attack. And people think that this is related to Empoleon, since the number 395 is Empoleon's Pokedex number, and since that says hit, people are thinking that Rock Smash, which is Iwakudaki's translation from Japan to English, that Rock Smash will be one of Empoleon's attacks. The next four things found were 491 Dark Hole Throw, 491 Dark Pulse Hit, 491 Dark Pulse Hit _hold, and 491 EX Attack Hit. Now, if you guys don't know, the numbers 491 are, there's only one Pokemon left, the Pokedex numbers for Darkrai, and I'll admit, seeing a legendary in this game would be pretty cool, especially the fact that pretty much the only OP one is Shadow Mewtwo. It would be pretty cool to have a Pokemon like Darkrai in there, seeing how well balanced they could keep the other legendaries like Mewtwo and Suicune. Just adding another legendary would not only be cool, but it would be an amazing addition to the roster. Although I can't see how the CSS would look, or the character select screen would look, especially since people predicted 4 Pokemon, but you know what, Nintendo does make it work. They made the Smash DLC work, and personally, this isn't about no CSS bugging. We're not going to complain about the character select screen. We're here talking about the Pokemon. And as far as these Pokemon, I think it's a very interesting choice. I know some people who wanted Scizor, but what makes this super interesting is Darkrai and Empoleon, since they're not even fighting type, but then again, we got Pokemon like Gardevoir and Suicune and Mewtwo, so seeing these Pokemon wouldn't be too much of a surprise. If anything, it would definitely get my interest back in Pokken Tournament. So what are your guys' opinions on this? I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this. Also, if there's a Pokemon, let's say that there is going to be a 4th Pokemon. If there's a Pokemon you guys want to be added to Pokken Tournament, what Pokemon would that be? And would it spark your interest in the game again? And do these Pokemon spark your interest in the game again? Tell me all your opinions in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, Nerdieo is out.